Facebook Live, Facebook Live, we have arrived. Hallelujah, one more time. Let's get it in.
Conference muted. Conference recording started.
I want to thank everybody for chiming in. This is Watchman Derrick Yisrael, also known as Pastor Derrick, on the Early What I Seek These Scripture Study and Prayer Line. On this, was it 25th? Or is it the 26th? Myers, good to see you on. Okay, is it the 26th, y'all? Can somebody type it in there? 25th or the 26th. Nicole Robinson, good to see you on. Who know the date? Is it the 26th? Or is it the 25th? Who can type it in there for me? The 25th day, thanks, Myers. The 25th day in the 25th day in October. Visha, good to see you on. Don Deems, good to see you on. Yeah. Yeah. Jimena Yahoo, good to see you in here as well. We got Elder up in here today, and Johanna in the building, Yakuwan in the place to be, Fee is holding it down to the ground, Yosef and Stone is on, Matayahu Dawes. We got Al Mal in the building. We got Jeff Crawford in here. Trend is up in here. Y'all, y'all holding it down. Shalomer. Oh, you know we got to put the town twist on it. On the Shalom now. And Al Hawk in the building. Hallelujah. Let's get in the word, y'all. Psalms 34. Psalms 34. Psalms 34 and 19. Psalm 34 and 19. Johanna. Johanna. Now, come on now. Shalom, Bernice. What's up? Anyway. Psalms 34 and 9. Okay. We're in a good mood this morning. Hey. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. Look what it say, y'all. Psalms 34 and 19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. But Yahusha shall deliver him out of them all. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. Interesting. How many y'all going through something? Tara Banks, good to see you. Good to see you on. Pakita. Y'all sliding on up in here. Feel free to push the share button, y'all, as y'all come in. Hallelujah. And if you got a share game, or a tag game rather, get your tag on. How many y'all going through something? How many y'all going through something? I wanna how can I do this? Oh no. I'm multitasking, y'all. I apologize. I'm definitely gonna teach you I permit, right? But okay, y'all. Barbara, good to see you on. Cash Sherelle, glad to see you on this morning, young lady. I want you to stay with us now, okay? Good to see you on. How many of y'all going through something? Back to what we talking about. How many of y'all going through something? If you're not going through something, type me into the feed. Go and type it. Go and get your ME together. You ain't going through nothing. Everything is gravy. Go and put it in there. Go and put it in there. Ain't nobody putting it in there. Why aren't you putting it in there? How many of y'all going through something? Every last one of us. If you live in a lick of anything, now if you screwing, getting drunk and high and cussing out whoever you want to, sinning is being good to you, and you come on, somebody. Okay, the me's is coming in there for I'm going through. It sure ain't going in there because I ain't going through nothing, because every last one of us is going through something. You know what the Bible just said? It said, many are the afflictions of the righteous. Many. Not some. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. Hey, I can't even put it in words. And that's just the truth. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. Did you notice it said many are the afflictions of the righteous? I'm not talking about the unrighteous. See, I just messaged you too, Shari, young Taylor. I didn't see you in here first. Good to see you on, young lady. You be encouraged. You got ecclesia that love you, and we're here with you. Listen, y'all. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. It said righteous. For those of you that sometimes feel like you might not be the righteous based on the afflictions, because you know what happens? When people go through afflictions, they feel punished by Yah. They feel like the Most High and them are at odds. They feel like they're Yah's enemy, and he's treating them as such. And they base it on the afflictions. They base it on the afflictions. They base it on the trouble and the problems and the trials that are going on in their life. And the carnal mind will tell you he couldn't love me. What's the use? He couldn't love me. He couldn't care about me. And he allowed this to happen to me. which couldn't be further from the truth. That is not true. If we took a biblical perspective, right, and we looked at James, right, and James was encouraging the scattered, right, the 12 tribes that were scattered abroad, as if they don't matter no more, as if this dispensation canceled out Yisrael, which is a lie. But back to the point, he told them to count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. Why would the Most High tell you to count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations if the diverse temptations was there to destroy you? Why would he do that? He told the wicked to fear. You got troubles coming. He's warning the wicked like you got major problems coming. He's telling his children to count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. A person would say, why in the world would I count problems in my life joy? Why would I do that? I'm not a sadomasochistic, I don't know how to say that satanic stuff. Folks that like pain and punishment and damage. I'm not one of them sadomasochism or whatever the heck it is, right? But I'm not one of them. Why would I count it all joy? He said, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptation, knowing this. You got to know what's going on. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Did you know, and y'all got to be honest about this, but did you know that what you're going through literally is causing you to push closer to the Most High? That's what it's doing for me. When it go down, when my flesh takes the pounding, as it's going down, it literally causes me to look towards the hills from which cometh my help coming from Yahuwah. I'm telling you that. Straight up. Straight up. When I go through, it makes me want to pray more. Be honest. When we was having our way, we was dancing on tabletops. When we was having our way, we was getting high and drunk and shooting people, selling dope, fornicating and committing adultery. We trying to buy some rims. Just got the car painted. We trying to buy some rims, knowing that we wasn't living right. And that's all of us. Ain't nobody excluded. That's every last one of us. We was doing us. BJ, good to see you on. Charmaine, good to see you on as well. People have a tendency to sin and do them when they think the coast is clear. That's just an attribute of the flesh. And I keep quoting it, and I'm just going to quote it again. 2 Chronicles 7 and 13 says, if I shut up heaven, that there be no rain. Or if I send the locusts to devour the land. Or if I send pestilence among my people. Why does that happen? Because he's trying to get his people to turn to him. Why is it that many are the afflictions of the righteous? Not the unrighteous, the right. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. Because we just passing through here. And we just now really finding out that this is a purification. This is a purification proclamation for his children. What we're going through causes us to examine ourselves and to acknowledge our Creator. It causes us to look at our lives and consider, what am I doing wrong? And we consider, when we consider the things that we do, what am I doing wrong? What causes us to do that? Because things are going wrong. Can I say that again? What causes us to look into the mirror of the word at ourselves to say and ask Yah, what am I doing wrong? That happens when things are going wrong. This broke, this snapped, this went wrong, this collapsed, this fell in, this crumbled, this exploded, this snapped. Every time you turn around, many are the afflictions of the righteous. But what does it cause his children to do? What does it cause his children to do? Yeah, I need you. We get, the scripture says, casting our cares upon him, knowing that he cares. See, when you count it all joy, when you fall into diverse temptation, knowing this, you know what's going on? Knowing this. And you know that the trying of your faith is working patience. Right? It's working patience. And the Bible said, let patience have a perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, lacking nothing. You're counting it all joy because what's happening to you is creating you, transforming you into his image. It's causing you to see your own flaws and your shortcomings. Yeah, the righteous. Can I talk like that? The Most High, when you're righteous, the Most High will allow things to come in your life to get you to continue to examine yourself and then continue to press towards the mark. Continue to go through the transformation process. I'm talking about the righteous. Yeah, I'm talking about those that are bringing forth fruit. What is that, Yachanah 9:15? When they say, when you bring forth fruit, the Most High will prune you that you might bring forth more fruit. Yeah. You're starting to obey him. He will cut you like a gardener. He will cut stuff out of your life that might hurt you, that you might bring forth more fruit. We're going through a transformation process, y'all. We're going through the transformation process and we're being transformed into his image. Yeah. And that happens through the neglect of the flesh. Yeah. He told you to join the party. He said, mortify the deeds of the flesh. Well, your salvation started with the mortification of your flesh. When you were baptized into his death, you were baptized into his death so you could rise up to walk in the newness of life. When you rise up to walk in the newness of life, your flesh is going to be exposed. You're going to find out some things about yourself that ain't cool. I'm talking about the righteous. Folks so religious, they don't, no, I don't want to go there because folks is super religious and think no matter how scandalous they are, it's all good. I'm not talking about that. But I am talking about folks that are righteous. The Most High will allow you to see things about yourself that ain't cool. So you can get rid of that as well. Because you already mortifying the deeds of your flesh, which means to kill the things in you that ain't cool. Yeah. Kill, destroy the things about yourself that are not good, man. And afflictions will cause you to look at the things in your life that's not cool. Did you know and I'm talking about me too, did you know we will ignore things in our lives that's not cool when things are going cool? Food full, refrigerator full of food, car full of gas, bunch of money, everybody, you got you a lover, what restaurant we going to? We going to Hawaii, chilling. You ain't tripping off the fact that you talk too much, you gossip too much, you two-faced it and funny style. Y'all will show you that your love ain't right. You partial, you funny style. Oh, you religious. No, I'm going to do better than that. You're righteous. You love the Most High, but you can get comfortable and relaxed in your ruah, in your spirit. You can get relaxed, and because things are going well, you think all is well, even though you ain't completely doing well. So the Most High will turn up the heat. We're still talking about the righteous, y'all. Yeah. We have, unbeknownst to ourselves, a lot of times, and I'm telling you, this is a lot of times, when things are going well in your carnal life, when things are going well according to the natural, we think all is well, don't we? And because we're like that, so when things are going all wrong in our carnal life, in our natural life, we believe something is wrong because we judge things naturally, oftentimes. Period. Well, when you learn to walk in the Ruah, you'll find out that many are the afflictions of the righteous. So you can't weigh it by things going well, all is well, and things is going bad in the natural. All is all bad. No, count it all joy. The Most High said, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith is working patience. Whenever you're going through and it calls you to look towards the hills from which cometh your help, because your help come from Yahuwah, when it causes you to stand still to see the salvation of Yahuwah, you gonna kick back and you're gonna wait for the Most High to show up and to show out. You still gonna be obeying him, and you're gonna be examining yourself. You're gonna be examining yourself to make sure you're in the faith. Someone ain't around and you talking negative about them. You feel fine. You like to put a little spiritual twist on it when it's wicked. Sitting around chopping somebody up, chopping folks up. That ain't cool. Especially those of the household of faith. Especially the watchmen. But the Most High has a way of getting your attention. He has a way of getting your attention through trials and tribulations. Not to destroy you. No. Most High is not trying to destroy you. That's why he told you again, you can count it joy when things are going wrong. Because your faith is being tested, is being tried. Yeah, your faith. And faith without works is dead, meaning you doing what he say do and trusting him through it all. That's the trying of your faith. You doing what he say do, even though the wheels fell off the car. You trusting him and do what he say do, even though your money is funny. You're still obeying. That the trying of your faith, you're still obeying him, is working patience. In other words, you're still obeying him with a tear in your eye. Because it's getting hard. It's getting difficult. It seems like everything is wrong in the natural. No, the wrong in the natural is caused you to get it right in the Ruah, in the spirit, isn't it? Isn't it cause you to turn towards Yah and say, why is this happening? You talking to the right person? When it calls you to turn to Yah and say, why are you persecuting me? And he'll reveal to you. You're being transformed by the renewing of your mind. Yeah, I'm working on you. Yeah. That the trying of your faith is working patience. Patience in what? Him. You're waiting on him to solve it. Because a lot of times we take matters in our own hands and we try to solve it. And a lot of times when we try to solve it, we're sinning to solve it. We're getting drunk to solve it. We're getting high to solve it. We're smoking cigarettes to solve it. We just want to make love illegally to solve it. Just rub me. No, we got to wait on Yah. We got to let the Most High do it. That the trying of your faith work with patience, and let patience have a perfect work. Well, what does the perfect work of patience look like? Doing what he say do. Seeking his face. And obeying him. Though I'm going through financially, I'm not going to start stealing. Though I'm going through in my loneliness, I'm not going to start hugging up. Though I'm having problems in my household, I'm not gonna start using my carnal nature to try to fix it. I ain't gonna start shooting and cutting folks. That the trying of your faith is working patience, and that patience have a perfect work, that you may be perfect, that's mature in him. You may be perfect and entire, complete in him, lacking nothing. Because everything you need is in the Ruah, and you're turning towards the Ruah. You're turning towards the Word. You're turning towards Yah, the Spirit, the Ruah, y'all. You're turning towards him. Hey, as this place is getting judged, as this place is getting judged, as this place is getting judged, we got to be in a spiritual Goshen. Spiritual Goshen, I say spiritual Goshen because in Egypt, the Hebrews were living in Goshen, and all those trials and tribulations was tearing up Egypt. Them 10 plagues was tearing the roof off that joker. But the Hebrews was in Goshen, and the things that was happening in Egypt wasn't happening in Goshen where they were. Y'all heard that? Well, now that this place is being tore down, it's being tore down. Sure is. It's being tore down. But we need to be in a spiritual Goshen, in the ark of safety. Don't get it twisted. This place being torn down since we live here is going to affect your flesh. It's going to affect your flesh's comfort. But we're looking towards the hills from which cometh our help. Our help come from Yahuwah. You write about it. Babylon is falling. And what we need to be doing is in spiritual Goshen as it fall. And we need to let go of this place. We need to come out from among them and be separate. We need to be in Yah's faith and allowing the heat of what's happening to Babylon to allow us to go through the transformation process. We're switching from our carnal nature, from what it looked like, what it smelled like, what it tastes like, what it sounds like, and what it feel like. We're switching from that to walk in the Ruah. We're obeying Yah. We're allowing the word to transform us into his image. Excuse me, y'all. Are y'all hearing me? Many are the afflictions of the righteous. I keep telling y'all it's the righteous. Quit thinking you doing something wrong like Job's friends thought. Because he was going through it. They come, oh, you sinning, bro. What you doing that what you doing? Everybody ain't sinning. Some folks is going through because they love Yah. And many are the afflictions of the righteous. Everybody, carnal folks, they getting a whooping. Some people are. Don't get it twisted when I say this, but some people are getting a whooping. You know why? Because they righteous. Because they belong to Yah, a.k.a. y'all, they belong to Yah. And if they headed in the wrong direction, Yah will whoop your doggone behind that you don't be judged with this world. He don't want to kill you when he destroyed him. So he will whoop your behind to try to knock some sense in your head. But everybody ain't going through it because they're getting a whooping. Many are the afflictions of the righteous entails that because you live for Yah, this world is going to turn on you. And the spirits of darkness is turned against you as well. Period. And the Most High uses that. He uses that to send you through a transformation process. He's using it for your good. All things work together for the good to them that love Yahuwah and is called according to his purpose. And some of y'all, listen, I want you to get this clear. Listen, we have a digital ministry. We have a physical ministry here as well, but we got a digital ministry to where we can't get together. The geographical areas won't allow us. That's why you got to connect yourself. You can't just be isolated. You got to fellowship. Yeah, you got to call. You got to stay in contact. You're not by yourself. You got to have constant contact. Come on, y'all. You got to find someone in the ecclesia that you're close to, that you can talk to, that you can pray with, that you can cry with, that you can, come on, y'all. Cause why? Because many are the afflictions of the righteous. Now let me give you the tail end, because this ain't nothing but a sermonette and I got to go. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the scripture said, but Yahuwah delivereth them out of them all. No weapon formed against you is going to prosper. I'm telling you, I don't care how bad it looked. How bad did it look when they was killing, murdering the Messiah? How bad did that look? Did the Most High deliver him out of it all? He whooped death. He choked death out for his son. Death couldn't keep him in the ground. Come on, somebody. Yeah. It looks bad. No, he gonna deliver you. No weapon for he gonna deliver you. You just keep holding on. Many are the affliction. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy is coming in the morning. This is what the word said. You might be crying now. It might be hurting now. You might be feeling some kind of way now. But joy is coming in the morning. This too will pass. It's not gonna be like this, y'all. You gotta hold on. Folks don't know that this place is under siege and it's been conquered. They don't even know that. They don't even know this dude in the office is working for some other folks and this place has been conquered. They don't even know it. Ain't no way in the world in a country like this someone's supposed to come in and force you to put something in your body that you don't even know what it is. They know what it is, and they know the damage it's going to do too. Folks, some people are so asleep that they're like prisoners of war and they're cooperating. And they just want everybody to cooperate so this can go away. Check this out. A cooperation and get your head tore off. Because you don't even know you're under siege. Oh, that's the truth anyhow. You've been conquered. Anytime someone can force you to do something that you don't want to do to yourself. Pretty Tony. It was Richard Pryor and the Mac, caught Pretty Tony slipping and made him stick himself. Y'all seen the movie The Mac? Anyway. Folks don't even know. But we know. The Most High wakes his children, illuminates his children. We know. And I said that to say I'm talking about in the middle of a war. Say if World War III already started, which it has. Like I said, people just don't know. But for the spiritual Goshen that we enjoy as his children in the middle of a war, we know it's a war going on, but yet you still can go to a restaurant. A lot of restaurants, maybe you can't go in. I don't know what, there's different climates on the line right now of the stage of the war. But I'm telling you something. If you knew, and I mean really, that we're in the middle of World War III, and you still can jump in your car and drive off, go get something to eat and come back home. Did you not know that's a spiritual Goshen? No, I said that if there was I declare war, and it's World War III, and you're still able to roam about, you're in a spiritual Goshen. Because if it was the bombs flying out, it's a whole nother thing. When the boots is on the ground and you're restricted 100%, it's a whole nother thing. Look at the real climate that we're in. People are dying left and right. 1,000 on one side, 10,000 on the other. Listen, people are dying left and right, but yet we're discomforted, but we're okay. In the midst of a war, we're doing pretty good. I'm just telling you. I'm finna go, y'all. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. And the greatest news is, but the Most High is delivering us out of them. No weapon formed. We're going to be all right. Let what you're going through cause you to examine yourself. Get it right. When the Most High allows his pressure to cause you to look in the mirror of the word at yourself, and you see some things that are not like him, get the sword of the Spirit and cut it out your life. Fix it. Continue to go higher in him. Continue the mind renewal process. You're going through a mind renewal process. If this ain't right, get it right. If this in your life ain't right, get it. What caused you to look? Because things are going wrong around you. Had it not been going wrong around you, you would have continued to ignore it like you used to. But now that he done turned up the heat, come out as pure gold. Because the heat is what destroys the poisons and the toxins in your life. Come out as pure gold. Is that all right? All right. That's all right. I don't want none of y'all being by yourself. You gotta start communicating. You're not alone. Is that all right? I think that's all right. Is that okay? Let's pray. Spirit of the Most High, we love you and thank you for this opportunity to come before you humbly to know how, gleaning in the truth of your word. That word is true. Minister to us, your children. For we love you, we need you. We need the operation of the system you set up, baptizing us into your body. We're one body, led by one Ruach. Let us know the things that are happening in our life that is contrary to the flesh is causing us to lead the flesh and to walk in the Ruach, walk in the Spirit. We want to be in the Spirit. We want to walk in the Spirit. We want to be led by your Spirit that you might lead us to your salvation. And we love you, and we need you, and we celebrate you. And we pray all these things in the matchless name of Yahushua. We humbly pray. Hallelujah. And Amen. That was the lesson for this morning. We pray that we obey everything that Yah say. Is that okay? That's okay. If you were rude by the lesson, feel free to push the share button. Push the share button. Push the share button so somebody else can be Baruch this as well. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that supports this ministry because you help this ministry do what it do. And I say that I'm talking directly to you. You know who you are. I'm talking directly to you. Thanks for supporting the ministry. Those of you that are broke by this ministry, and this ministry is feeding you, and the Most High is revealing to you to support the ministry. It's my job to tell you how. If you got the Cash App, put in $ donate to Derrick. That's $ donate the number 2, DERRICK. Or you also go to PayPal, paypal.me/Derrick Yisrael /DERRICKYISRAEL. And or you can go inside of my Facebook, inside of Messenger. There's a giving button inside of there. Is that all right? I see young. I'm here. What's up with it, Renee? Good to see you on, young lady. You be Baruch. That was the lesson, y'all. Y'all stay y'all stay encouraged in the Most High, because please believe me, He got you, and He gonna deliver us blameless before His presence. All you gotta do is just walk in faith and keep holding on. Okay? Y'all want to talk about the lesson? Charmaine beat me to it. 302-202-1102, extension 815-648. Again, 302-202-1102, extension 815-648. Thanks for posting that. I see y'all on the conference line. Those of you that young Taylor, stay in contact, man. Stay in contact. Y'all be Baruch. Baruch Shalom. I'm gone.